Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and in this installment of Versus, we're pitting Darkseid against Thanos.
What I'm about to do to your stubborn, annoying little planet, I'm gonna enjoy it.
You would dare challenge me? Insanity.
I hope they remember you.
We'll be comparing everything from their origins to their abilities to see if the Mad Titan or Lord of Apokolips is the better villain. Since we will be diving into important moments in both their histories, beware of spoilers ahead. Are you a fan of Darkseid or Team Thanos? Let us know in the comments below. Round 1. Origin Stories.
It was a calculated risk. You have served me well, General. Take as many of them with you as you can.
In Darkseid's first origin story, he was a proud and cold prince named Euxus. He became insanely strong after stealing his brother's chance to obtain a power called the Omega Force. In his revised New 52 backstory, he began as a cynical farmer named Euxus, who lived on a planet full of gods. Frustrated with how indifferent the deities were towards mortals, Euxus decided to take them all down by making them fight each other. When each god was weak, he would strike the final blow and take their powers.
We know of your mad ambitions, Darkseid. This is your final warning. Break the treaty again and you will be destroyed.
Although his brother tried to stop this plan, Euxus was soon reborn as Darkseid and became the ruler of Apokolips.
People of Earth, I am Darkseid, Lord of Apokolips.
You failed. And do you want to know why? Because you love nothing. No one.
When Thanos was first born, his mother tried to take his life because she sensed evil in him. He narrowly survived and became an extremely intelligent child. On one fateful day, Thanos and his friends explored a cave full of lizard creatures. He was the only one who survived the trip.
Congratulations, you're a prophet.
I'm a survivor.
A young woman successfully encouraged him to get revenge by eliminating lizard creatures. This started Thanos down a path of violence. After years of taking lives, he discovered the young woman who always encouraged his dark acts was the living embodiment of death. Since he was the only one who could see her, people thought he was mad.
They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass.
We can identify with Darkseid's desire to take indifferent gods out, but we can sympathize more with Thanos. He's figuratively and literally been at death's mercy his entire life. The sense of tragedy underneath his origins makes his backstory more compelling.
Really? Tears?
They're not for him.
Winner, Thanos. Round 2. Ultimate Goal.
I've got something you want. The only thing you want. The anti-life equation.
Although villains like Darkseid have tons of evil plans, his most villainous plot revolves around the anti-life equation. This formula essentially allows him to mind control any living creature in the universe.
I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for anti-life, looking for those who robbed me of my glory.
During the Final Crisis storyline, Darkseid brainwashed billions of ordinary humans on Earth, and some of the planet's greatest superheroes. The amount of power the anti-life equation grants will always make it his biggest desire. Darkseid can conquer everything in sight with this formula at his side.
Anti-life is found, Assad, and we will stop at nothing to possess it. Fine. I'll do it myself.
The first thing many people think of when it comes to Thanos is the Infinity Gauntlet. This glove allows him to harness the power of 6 powerful stones at once. In the comics and the MCU, Thanos used the gauntlet to erase half of all life in the universe.
With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy.
His comic counterpart mainly did this to impress the embodiment of death. However, the cinematic version took this horrible action as part of his twisted plan to save and balance the universe. With a simple snap of his fingers, Thanos caused untold devastation.
What did you do? What did you do?
It's safe to say that no hero wants Darkseid to gain the anti-life equation, or for Thanos to have a full Infinity Gauntlet. But while both plans are dangerous, we think the Mad Titan has the more ambitious endgame. While we've seen Darkseid control an entire planet, Thanos has devastated half a universe, and could possibly destroy even more with just a snap of his fingers.
I will shred this universe down to its last atom.
Winner, Thanos. Round 3, Armies and Minions.
Imagine how pleased Darkseid will be. Why settle for some girl who fell to earth when I can deliver to him the champion of the Amazons?
Darkseid's elite consists of a rotating roster of insanely powerful villains that have appeared in everything from animated shows to live-action films. While the vicious Granny Goodness trains warriors with brutal methods, Darkseid is a cruel scientist who's an expert at inflicting pain. Dangerous villains like Big Barda, Calabac, and Steppenwolf have served him too.
I have come to enlighten you to the great darkness. I will bathe in your fear.
And if that wasn't enough, Darkseid also commands a ridiculously massive army of winged parademons. He typically increases his army's size by tormenting or brainwashing beings he conquers into becoming new parademons. Darkseid has the numbers and talents to spell trouble for the planets he invades.
Your friend is gone. With the help of the Kryptonian, I'll see to it that your world will be just another that has fallen to Darkseid.
There are 2 more stones on Earth. Find them, my children, and bring them to me on Titan.
Father, we will not fail you.
Thanos is mainly known for his intimidating Black Order. Although they've mostly appeared in comics, they've also appeared in the MCU. Fans have seen what the intelligent alien with telekinetic powers named Ebony Maw and the fierce warrior named Proxima Midnight can do. In some realities, Thanos has adopted Gamora and Nebula and made them fight on his behalf.
You're quite the fighter, Gamora. Come, let me help you.
He's also commanded dangerous creatures known as Outriders to gain information and fight his enemies. Between the Outriders, Black Order, and Children of Thanos, the Mad Titan assembled an epic fighting force.
Hear me and rejoice. You are about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos.
While Thanos has an impressive army behind him, members of Darkseid's elite have a longer and stronger history. Characters like Granny Goodness, Darkseid, and even parademons were regularly appearing outside of comics decades before some had even heard of Proxima Midnight. Darkseid's followers are both better known and more iconic.
All hail Darkseid.
Winner, Darkseid. Round 4. Who would win in a fight?
I'm more powerful than I've ever been, and the last time we met, you barely managed to hold your own.
Picking a fight with Darkseid would be an extremely bad idea. His strength rivals Superman's, he's fast enough to dodge the Flash, and he's tough enough to take hits from Zeus himself. Outside of his physical abilities, Darkseid wields his signature Omega Beams.
We're gonna have to move, fast. Not a problem for me. They're splitting up! They can do that? They're locked on us!
These powerful beams can move in crazy directions, obliterate enemies in an instant, and move insanely fast. Even Superman isn't always speedy enough to dodge this attack. Darkseid has the power and abilities to take down nearly any being that tries to fight him.
Now what? Now you die.
Let him have his fun.
Over the years, Thanos has molded himself into a nigh unbeatable warrior. He's strong enough to defeat the Hulk in a hand-to-hand fight and can survive a direct hit from a godlike Thor. Thanos only becomes more dangerous when he has his signature gauntlet.
My only curse is you.
The Infinity Stones enhance his strength, allow him to manipulate space, and even rewrite reality itself. Between his intelligence, natural abilities, and the gauntlet, Thanos is a tremendous threat in battle.
All that for a drop of blood.
There have been many debates about who would win in a fight, but our money is firmly on Darkseid. The Mad Titan would have a lot of trouble defeating someone who can blast Superman into space. And even if Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet, Darkseid's Omega Beams are so fast he could probably end the fight before the Mad Titan had time to snap.
Only then, after your last pitiful hope is extinguished, will I end your life. Let's go.
Winner, Darkseid.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Round 5. Cultural Impact.
I won't stand for further delays. After all, a conqueror must conquer.
Who would have thought that a villain who first appeared in a Jimmy Olsen comic would become one of DC's most intimidating villains? Since his debut, Darkseid has been celebrated for his power, cruelty, and brilliant schemes. His presence has been the best part of shows like Justice League Unlimited and movies like Justice League Dark: Apokolips War.
You disappoint me.
Even his brief screen time in Zack Snyder's Justice League was enough to send fans into a frenzy. Darkseid is a legendary villain who has few equals.
Welcome home, oh mighty Darkseid.
Arise, my children. Let this meaningless battle for control end today.
Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
After comic book legend Jim Starlin used Darkseid's look as an influence for Thanos' appearance, he set about making the Mad Titan into a unique character. The Marvel villain built up a reputation among comic fans by being a ruthless tactician and warrior. Decades after his debut, Thanos made a huge impression in the MCU. His complex motives and a tremendous performance from Josh Brolin made audiences believe in his goals.
If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist. It needs correction.
You don't know that!
And his use of the gauntlet created a shocking scene that snapped its way into MCU and cinema history.
You should have gone for the head.
Both Darkseid and Thanos have long and sinister histories that date back to the 1970s. After decades of comics, TV, and movie appearances, we believe the Mad Titan made the biggest impact. Although Darkseid has been extremely influential, Thanos has reached a new level of pop culture appreciation in recent years thanks to his three-dimensional portrayal in Infinity War. He's now considered to be one of the best cinema villains of the century. Darkseid just hasn't reached those heights. Yet.
Well played.
Winner, Thanos. With a score of 3-2, Thanos wins this versus match. Maybe his victory was
inevitable.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.